Alright, what's up guys? If you hear the dryer to my left and then behind me you have the furnace, it's cold and I need to wash and dry some things, so yeah. But this is a new paranormal adventure story and all that stuff. So today I'm going to talk about basically Carly, Marie, and Jamie and my significant other's house. So it was freshman year. At first they were, so this was four and a half years ago. They at first were going to choose a dorm room. Because where they go to college, you don't have to do a dorm room, but only if you want to. I know that some college you have to be in a dorm room for like 1 year, but this one you don't have to. But that's what they were going to do, and then they all decided that, hey, well, we all chip in, and we all get a house near the campus, because usually there's colleges that you can rent out houses near the campus for the students and all that stuff. And so that's what they did. And this was mid 2015, around 1 to 2 months before school started, because school started the first or second week of August, in terms of going to the school, starting cheerleading practice and all that stuff. It basically started in early August. And this is around mid-June when they finally decided, hey, we're going to get a house instead of going to a dorm room. So they did that. They all chipped in, and they've been there ever since. My significant other, she's done with college, and now she's actually working on a new cheerleading facility. And then Carly, Jamie, and Marie all work at a liquor store. It's like at the very most 10 minutes away from campus. Does huge business on like football weekend and all that stuff. And basically the owner, he's in his late 60s, early 70s, and he says, I want to call it quits. Business is good. I mean, I'm still gonna be owner, but I'm not gonna be there as much as I used to. I want to start calming down, and basically they're gonna take the helm. They're gonna take the whole liquor store, and it's basically gonna be their own. And they've been working there since they turned 21, so 2 years, because we're all turning 23 this year, so 2 years. Before that, they were doing like other things and all that stuff, and basically once they're all done with school, because basically Matt, Mike, Jennifer, Sarah, and we're all working on our masters and going till December of this year. That's when we're finally done with school entirely. But they're all doing cheerleading. Jamie, Marie, Carly, and my significant other, they're all working together after school with the cheerleading business and the liquor business. So like my significant other, she and like, let's just say Jamie, are gonna basically take turns working on both businesses. And then once I feel like I'm financially stable, I'm gonna go out there and try and work on both things too. 1, extra money. 2, learning the ins and outs of both the liquor business and the cheerleading business at the same time. And I'm all about the money. This year, I'm like Tom from Parks and Rec. I am just thinking of absolutely anything, not only with more money, but to also learn. Like criminal psychology, I've learned a lot, but I'm not going to really use it too often. I mean, Matt, Mike, Jennifer, Sarah, and I are all making a business that's going to help people that want to think about doing criminal psychology, like an online business and working with people that have these goals in life, but they're not really using their degree, but they could with these ideas that we are going to come up with. That can be financially stable for them and could actually learn at the same time. And that's what we're going to try and make a business out of that. But we all are going to pitch in. We all plan on moving out to the Texas-Oklahoma area and working on all 3 businesses. Cheerleading, liquor store, and the business that we're going to come up with online. And, with my 2 buy and resell businesses that I have, and then YouTube, social media, and all that stuff. I mean, I'm going to be a workhorse. I'm going to work my ass off. Not only making a lot more money, but also learning things that like even a few years ago, I wouldn't even think of. Like, I love liquor. I love hard liquor, wine coolers, rum and coke. I love all that. But I don't really understand the ins and outs of it, and I'd love to. So, yeah. And then, but yeah, so that's what they're gonna do. So they got the house in 2015. Mid-2015, they got the house, and within the first month, things started to happen. The house was built, I believe, in 1977. So it's a relatively new house. I mean, it's the newest house I have ever seen or heard of in my lifetime. I mean, the house that I'm in right now, the house that we have, was in 1960. I thought that was the newest house. But I guess for some reason, houses for students are relatively new. So, I don't know. So, but in that history of the house from 77 to now, so it's around 42 years, there was a house that was actually on top of it, but someone actually died in the house. It wasn't found for days. It was demolished, and then basically the campus decided to take most of that neighborhood and make it for students and stuff like that, because the house is in walking distance to the school. You only have to walk, and it's only going to take you matter of minutes, 5-6 minutes at the very most. And to me, getting a house or a dorm, I'm gonna get a house. It may cost more money, but still, that's what I'm gonna do. So in the first month, some things started happening. At first, they couldn't really put their eyes and ears to it, like what was happening, until things started moving around. And this is the first house I can ever think of that either my friends or where things are actually moving in different places. I've seen, like on Ghost Hunters, I've seen things thrown. I've seen things moved, but never in person. And that house is very creepy. Being in the house, you don't get that feeling that it's creepy. You don't. When you set foot in the house, it's just like a house. But there are vibes. I believe in vibes wholeheartedly. I think that when you get near a person or a place and you get a vibe, I think you should stick to it. And the vibe of this house is very, very secure, very nice, and very safe. It's just once you stay in the house, but you don't get that creepy feeling like there's any malicious intent. There's no like malevolent spirit. There's no evil in there. It's just making you that it wants you to be there. But I guess I'll tell one experience. That one night they were all coming home, and they get inside the home, and basically when you come into the home, there's like this hallway. It's not very big, but it's basically a little hallway. You turn, you got your kitchen, you got your living room, So you have your kitchen and your living room a little bit distant, but it's basically in the same place. And then you turn, if you turn to the left instead of the right, you have a much bigger hallway, and you have your rooms. There's 3 rooms because Carly and Marie sleep in the same room because they've been together for 4 years now. So, and then Jamie has her own room, and then my significant other, she has her own room. So yeah, it's all in one nice like place. And if you just go straight, you have your back door, and it's a little farther out. And it's a really nice backyard, and it's just a really nice house. It's not too big, it's not too small, it's just a really nice house. So they get inside, and usually they would put all their keys and all that stuff on the kitchen countertop, and you would have your coats and all that stuff. Well, the rack to the coats was moved into the kitchen. Now, I don't know why the hell would you put a coat rack into your kitchen, so that was very weird. And then that same night, Carly saw a shadow, which is not the first time she saw a shadow, but it was the first time that anybody had seen a figure of any kind in this house. It scared her at first, but she told me that she didn't feel scared. She didn't feel like, oh, just for some reason she felt like this thing is not here to hurt me. So she went on her way, says that I can see you, and it went away. And then she went back to bed. So that is it for part 1. There's going to be either 3 or 4 parts to this, and then the next part will probably be the last part of this season, and that will be Matt, Mike, Jennifer, and Sarah's house. So yeah, so make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.